Hi there, Poke fans. I am your humble host, Charizard Fan, and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. In today's episode, we have to fight Cyrus over here, and as you can see, we are challenged by the two admins, and luckily our friend Nolan will come to our rescue. If we are unlucky, we are only going to go through the distortion world first, and so our battle begins. First off, we have two Bronzor we have to fight, and as you can see, the Abomasnow is actually quite weak to steel type moves because of his ice typing. But we're going to try and negate that with a Focus Blast. But Focus Blast does not do as much damage as I was hoping it would. And Munchlax only does Stockpile, which is quite useless in this context. At least the hail does a bit of damage extra to that Bronzor, and our Focus Blast misses. And so Gyro Ball comes against us, but it does less damage than I was expecting it to do. But they are both teaming up against me, and Munchlax again does useless attacks. Hopefully the next Focus Blast will take out that Bronzor. It has now received 2 turns of hail damage. Hopefully we can at least eat it this time. And we do. But we don't take it out. I think it's both of those reflects or screens or whatever that is reducing our damage output like it is. At least now they are attacking the Munchlax, but I don't think that does enough damage or saves us from enough damage. The hail is definitely not doing enough damage in our favor. Let's see how much damage the Blizzard does. It will definitely take out the Bronzor that is in the red, but how much does it do against the other Bronzor? Oh, almost nothing. At least the Shell Bell is giving us some HP back. And we gain a level, maybe that'll help us along in our damage output. And at least Munchlax has started doing some attack. But we're not even close to where the other Bronzor was before we started attacking it. I think I'm going to have to go with Blizzard again to get rid of that Golbat. It attacks first, it outspeeds us, and it has a Sludge Bomb, and it takes us out completely. Not what we wanted to see. Luckily, the Gyro Ball now goes for the Munchlax. At least the light screen's now off. So who am I going to use now? I think Roserade might be the one to go. Granted that Roserade is kind of weak against Bronzor, but it'll take out the Golbat with ease, and we outspeed. That is quite an advantage. If we can take out the one admin, then we can spend all of our attention on the second admin. We're not having to have a 2-on-2 battle, but a 2-on-1 in our favor, even though Nolan is basically doing nothing. Look at that, he's stockpiling again. So what are we going to use against... Okay, let's first use the next Pokemon. Okay, Weather Ball can work against Skuntank as well. I'm fairly sure of that. Ah, and it survives. It does have a berry, a citrus berry with which it recovers, but I was hoping to take it out. Finally the Munchlax goes out, so maybe now we can get a Pokemon next to us that actually does some damage. It extrasensory takes some damage, but it didn't do as nearly as much as I was thinking it would. Maybe this Bronzor is more physically orientated and its special attack is not as strong as it needs to be to do significant damage against Roserade. Intimidate helps us a bit, even though the Bronzor only uses special moves. Okay, so the Bronzor finally goes out. The Skuntank still survived another Weather Ball, but hopefully the hail will take it out now. And it does Flamethrower against us. That should do quite a significant chunk, but it doesn't. Maybe the Skuntank is also a physical attacker. That is the one problem with Skuntank. It tends to be a physical attacker, and it can learn Flamethrower, but if it is a physical attacker, Flamethrower doesn't actually do very much. And as you can see now, we can concentrate all of our attention on one Pokemon. I wonder if and when the hail will stop. At least it doesn't stop yet, so we can still attack this last Pokemon, and it's a Piragli. Oof. Yeah, maybe Sludge Bomb will be the thing to do it. Piragli outspeeds us, which is kind of surprising, but that fat cat is as fast as a bloody airplane. And it doesn't go out by the close combat. That is kind of sad. And it also heals with, what does it have? A citrus berry as well. Is that now I'm going to use my fighting type against this Piragli, and hopefully it'll do sufficient damage. Hopefully this Aerial Ace doesn't take us out. This Piragli is quite well designed for this specific battle. We regain some health. Hopefully we have time to recover before the Cyrus battle. Or the Cyrus event, let's say it stated like that. So Nolan restores all of our Pokemon for us. That is quite nice of him. But they only stalled us, and Cyrus now has time to open the gateway to the other world. There's 2 Shadow Balls over there. I wonder why it needs 2 Shadow Balls. It represents Dialga and Pialka. Palkia, not Pialka, Palkia. And so the Lake Trio comes and they do something, and I suppose that'll do something else. Those of you who have already played this game knows exactly what is happening in this part of the game. This is all plot stuff that is happening, but we are pretending not to know anything. And there it comes, the black hole from below, and Dialga comes out. Not Dialga, Giratina. Or Giratina, however you want to pronounce that. So Giratina has pulled Cyrus down below, and the Lake Trio is going down below as well, and Dialga and Palkia has gone back to their realms, or their duties. They were only there to ensure that Giratina doesn't come out, so he went back in and he took Cyrus along with him. Now we have to go into that netherworld and save Cyrus. He doesn't believe he needs saving, but effectively we have to go down there and save him. And down the rabbit hole we go. This is the netherworld, or the upside down world, whatever you want to call it. And this episode and the next episode, we will have to deal with navigating this world. Let's see how far we go. Oh, this is the distortion world. That is the correct word. Now at this moment in time I'm going in blind. It's been several years since I've done the distortion world, so I don't exactly know how to navigate the area. Luckily I guessed correctly and I'm standing right where Cynthia is. Maybe I should have had a conversation with her before I clicked on that shadow, or stepped onto that shadow that took us down. Yeah, I suppose we will get to see Giratina if we keep going down. So Cynthia shows us that we can hop on these rocks over there, which is not something we can do in a normal gameplay. This is a special place where we can hop over these gaps. The overworld would need to be a lot bigger if they allowed you to be able to hop over things like this in the regular world, because they'll have to make the gaps a lot bigger to logically explain why you can't hop over them. They could just make a script that says that you can't, but that doesn't logically make sense in the world. Okay, so let's hop over these floaty rocks over here and see where we go. So that brings that one down. And it goes up again. Interesting maze this. So it basically is a dead end. It didn't bring us anywhere. Okay, so this is where Cynthia is. Basically, that good rule of thumb is everywhere the game wants to give you a hint of what the correct direction is, you will see a main character, standing in the direction that you have to go. Now, this doesn't work very well in the distortion world, because they don't stand in every location that you need to go. Some of it is figuring out where you have to go. Like for instance that one, I might be going in the wrong direction again. I might have needed to stand on the other shadow, but or the other portal, but I think I am correct at the moment. Okay, so which of these is the next one? So that one just makes me jump over to the next one. So that didn't do anything. Does this one do anything? Okay, that one takes me over here. So I jump over there. Is it only me, or does it feel like we are going in circles? Definitely feels like we are going in circles, not accomplishing anything. And this seems to confirm our suspicion that we have to go back and see what is going on. So we have to go back onto that one over there, and oh, okay, so this one takes us, but aren't we just going back to Cynthia now? Okay, so this one drops us down to this rock over here, and it hides us from view. Maybe that is a way of telling us that it just makes it more difficult for us to reach the correct place to stand. Okay. Does this seem to do something? It takes us down. Okay, so this is Cyrus, so as you can see, another main character showing us the way. This means that up to now we've been going in the correct direction. And he has a smarter than you attitude. He thinks he knows everything. He doesn't realize that he is only a one-dimensional character and we are a multi-dimensional character, in that we are a character in his world and we are a character in the real world. Try that out for a thought experiment. Anyway, we are approaching the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode, even though we didn't do a lot. We had one battle, but we were making our way through the distortion world, and we didn't actually reach our end destination yet. I don't know if we will reach the end destination by the end of the next episode, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Thank you and goodbye.